причинам, поэтому мы будем рады, если вы просмотрите и прослушаете его до конца, чтобы ничего важного не упустить, поскольку повторной возможности посмотреть его, к сожалению, не будет. И еще один момент, наш представитель будет рассказывать на английском языке, но именно поэтому здесь нахожусь я буду всячески помогать, переводить основные моменты, и если у вас появятся вопросы, пожалуйста, пишите их в чат, мы обязательно на них ответим по мере прохождения вебинара. Если вдруг какой-то вопрос был пропущен, пожалуйста, не переживайте, это означает, что данная информация будет проговорена позже в течение нашей презентации. Самое главное, после окончания нашего сегодняшнего вебинара, все те, кто у нас останется до самого победного конца, получат бонусы, какие именно мы скажем чуть позже. Итак, медицина в Великобритании, и не только там, а в принципе во многих странах это очень специфичный вопрос. Он заключается не сколько в сложности обучения, а в сложности именно поступления. Поэтому сегодня, я думаю, всем будет интересно послушать нашего представителя. Так, я добавляю Стефани. Стефани?
Hi everyone, my name is Stephanie. I'm the recruitment manager for University of East Anglia. Today we're going to talk about studying medicine in the UK. I think for the smoothness of the internet and the bandwidth, I think I'll probably turn my camera off because, you know, obviously using video is probably using a lot of data. Is that okay?
Okay, I think I can turn my video off when you will speak, and then I will turn my video on when we will stop. So for our convenience, I think it will be better if I will translate like slide by slide, if it's okay for you.
Oh, okay. In that case, then shall we just stick with what the setup now? So because I don't think we're encountering any technical problems, so we can just do it as it is for now, and then if we do encounter any technical problems, then we can find a solution for that. Okay? Okay, perfect. So I think I can just navigate like this. First of all, I'd like to talk to you a little bit about the UK education system. Now, in the UK, it's very different from the rest of the world. Students normally from the 11th year, they study 2 years of GCSEs, where they study a broad range of subjects such as arts, history, English, or science, etc. And once you finish the 11th year, then you go on to the A level, what we call it A level. So for your 12th and 13th year, you'll be studying very specific subjects. So students already understand what stream of subjects they would like to study, and they kind of already know what degree they would like to pursue in a university. So therefore, by going into A levels, students will be choosing very specific subjects. So students normally only do 3 to 4 subjects. And then once they finish their A level, so A level also takes 2 years like GCSE, and they take the A level exams and they use these results to apply to university. Depending on what subjects you study at A level, then there are a variety of degrees you can pursue at the university. In order to achieve a bachelor's degree, it normally takes 3 years. And 1 year for master's degree. So in total, you're looking at from GCSE to the end of your bachelor's study, you're looking at 7 years. So shall I go on, please?
Okay. Ребят, прежде чем мы начнем нашу тему именно по медицине, хотели бы проговорить о именно системе образования в Великобритании. На слайде мы видим, что эквивалентом 11 класса нашего является программа GCSE. После нее студенты поступают на программу A-Level. A-Level может быть как одногодичный, так и двухгодичный. И именно на этой программе A-Level определяется ваша дальнейшая специализация. То есть в зависимости от того, какие предметы вы выберете на этой программе, вы будете поступать в дальнейшем в университет. И, соответственно, на основе этих оценок по этим предметам вас и будут зачислять. После того, как вы заканчиваете программу A-Level, начинается стандартная программа бакалавриата, это первый, второй, третий год университета. Okay?
Okay, thank you. So, achieving high GCSE grades, and so some students, after they study GCSE, they know that they probably don't want to go to university. Therefore, they can go to a vocational college or a technical college in order to pursue jobs, different jobs after the technical colleges. Whereas if you have quite high GCSE grades and you know that you are going to pursue a degree from the university, then you will need to proceed to study the A-level. So for the students in your region, your country, once you have finished your year 10 of study, and if you have good grades, and if you'd like to study in a UK university to pursue a degree, so it could mean that it's a possibility for you to pursue A-level studies in the UK as well. Okay. Do you want to translate? Should I move on?
Yeah, I think just the audio is coming for us a little bit later.
Oh, sorry.
По поводу окончания программы именно школьной, получается, после окончания программы GCSE, в зависимости от оценок, которые вы получаете, вы дальше поступаете на программу A-Level. И именно это поступление в дальнейшем повлияет на ваше поступление в университет на медицину. Okay?
Okay. So here we have some examples of the A-level subjects are, what are suggested for the study for different career paths. So as you can see on the right hand of this slide, if you would like to study medicine in the UK, normally students are required to study biology, chemistry, and math or physics. For other degrees, for example, business management was quite popular with our students from all over the world. You need to normally study math, economics, languages. It could be English or a foreign language. Dentistry, again, similar to medicine, you are required to study biology and chemistry. So, for example, if you were to study different subjects, for example, arts and history, you would not be able to use these subjects to apply to medicine or dentistry. And for example, if you look down if you would like to pursue a degree in law, you will be required to study English and history, any essay-based courses rather than exam-based. Yes. Okay. Should I move on? I think we've lost. Have we lost Dina? Okay. Oh, I think she's back on.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I couldn't see you just now. I couldn't hear you at all.
Okay, can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you now. So translate whatever you need to translate. I can move on. Sorry.
Okay. После того, как вы заканчиваете A-Level, есть разные пути, и для того, чтобы выбрать эти пути, есть определенные специальности, которые нужно выбрать на программе A-Level. Допустим, если вы выбираете в дальнейшем программу медицины, вам следует выбрать такие специальности на A-Level, как биология, химия, математика и физика. Если вы планируете поступать, допустим, на бизнес-менеджмент, нужно выбрать такие предметы, как математика, экономика и дополнительные языки. Допустим, если вы выбираете инженерию, соответственно, здесь на A-Level вам нужно будет изучать такие предметы, как математика, физика и другие предметы, которые относятся к также математическим. Okay?
Thank you. So if you are one of those very talented and determined students and would like to become doctors, medical school in the UK is for you. UK education has always been very viewed as very prestigious around the world, and by studying in medical schools in the UK will open many doors, so you could choose to stay in the UK to become a doctor working for the NHS, or you could return to your home country having received rigorous trainings in the field of medicine. So here are some facts for you. Did you know that there are only 33 medical schools in the UK recognized by the General Medical Council? So if you've been accepted by any medical school in the UK, it doesn't matter whether it's UCL or Bath or Warwick, it's a very, very good and excellent achievement. We don't tend to rank medical schools because there are so few of them in the UK, and they're just to be all viewed as extremely prestigious. Therefore, if you've been accepted to any medical schools in the UK, it's viewed as a very good achievement. So for international students, as you can see, it's a very competitive situation to be able to get accepted into medical school. There are so many excellent students wanting to pursue a career in medicine. Therefore, they have hundreds of applicants every year. And in order to distribute the resource, they can only have X amount of students accepted onto the medical school each year. And the cap for international students is actually set by the government. So therefore, you're looking at only 15 to 16 students per university for international students. Therefore, even though we have so many hardworking, excellent, high-achieving international students, not every student will get the chance to be accepted by the medical schools in the UK without any additional support. If you were to apply from your home country after you graduate from high school, in order to gain a place in the medical school in the UK, the chance is only about 1%. As you can see, it's highly competitive.
Именно по Великобритании всего существует 33 медицинские школы. Медицинская школа, она эквивалентна факультету, да, медицинскому факультету в университете. 33 медицинских факультета, которые признаны Генеральным медицинским советом Великобритании. Среднее количество студентов — это 15-16 студентов на каждый университет. Соответственно, туда очень тяжело поступить. Процентное соотношение международных студентов, которые ежегодно получают место в университетах Великобритании именно на программу медицины, составляет всего 1%. Это показывает, насколько это достаточно сложный процесс. Но существуют определенные программы, через которые можно все-таки, закончив школу у нас в Казахстане, поступить в Великобританию на медицину. Но при этом нужно учитывать, что перед основным обучением нужно будет закончить их обучение там. Okay?
Okay, thank you. I've already seen quite a lot of questions coming through. I will be able to take questions after the presentation, but some of your answers are probably in the presentation, so bear with me. So, for the admissions process, requirement for medical school, they are looking at basically all A's in the required subjects. So for A-level, biology, chemistry, and math. And a further subject, for example, psychology or physics can be accepted, and they are looking at A's. They also look at your GCSE level achievement as well. So they normally require 6 to 7 subjects of A's in your GCSE. And if you're for an international student, then they look at your high school, your pre-A-level report. And usually they require an aptitude test. This is not required by every medical school, but pretty much all the medical schools will look at an aptitude test, which is called the UCAT, the UK Clinical Aptitude Test, or the BMAT, and this is more for the biomedicine. You can choose to take either, and they usually happen in September to November time, which means you will be taking these exams after after your AS year. So the A level will be usually divided into the first year AS year, and the second year is called A2, and you will be taking one of these very important aptitude tests between those 2 years. They will require a personal statement. They will also, some of the universities also require an interview, which consists of mini mock interviews. You will be talking to different people at the panel, and they also require some sort of work experience to make sure that you show qualities such as good communication and critical thinking, compassion, dedication. So you cannot demonstrate these qualities by just showing your transcript that you have all A's, and you need to be able to provide some sort of voluntary experience or work experience to demonstrate those qualities. Also, on top of that, I think for international student, you need to get IELTS 7.5 and above in order to be admitted by any UK medical school. Okay?
Okay. Для того, чтобы основные требования, скажем так, для поступления на медицинский факультет, это высокие оценки по программе A-Level, а именно оценки по таким предметам, как биология, химия и также относящиеся к таким. Также для поступления во многие университеты требуется мотивационное письмо, почему вы хотите именно там учиться, почему они должны вас принять. В некоторых университетах также требуют пройти интервью, на котором также вас спросят, почему вы должны там учиться. Также для того, чтобы поступить в все медицинские школы, требуется сдача экзаменов ЮКАТ и ПИМАТ. Это специализированные тесты, которые определяют ваше, скажем так, поступление в университет. На программах A-Level готовят для сдачи этих тестов. Также некоторые университеты требуют опыт работы. Допустим, такие программы, как A-Level при University of East Anglia, мы проговорим об этом позже, у них имеется такая возможность уже, обучаясь на A-Level, получить какой-то первоначальный опыт.
Okay, moving on. Again, in order to finish a medical degree, it's a long journey compared to other degrees that usually takes only 3 years at university. Now, your MBBS, the degree that you will get after completing medical school, and you will usually spend 5 years, and you will be studying different modules in order to achieve this degree. And then after that, you will spend about 2 years of foundation training, where you will train as what we call a junior doctor in the UK. You'll obviously be making income at this point, so you'll be paying for your medical school tuition, but then when you're doing your foundation training, you will be getting income. And then once you finish the junior doctor foundation training, you'll become what we call it, you're doing a specialty training. So it depends on what you want to do, whether you want to become a general practitioner, what we call GP in the UK. Usually the GP don't work in a hospital, they work in a GP's clinic, GP's office. So they are the kind of the doctors where, for example, if I have a cold or if I have a neck or something, something that I'm not sure about. In the UK, we don't go to the hospital. We go to the GP, and the GP are more holistic, and they know pretty much all the answers to your question. They can prescribe medicine. And then if you want to become specialist, for example, a cardiologist, for example, that's something to do with your heart, or hematologist, or something to do with blood. And so all these specialists who work in hospitals, you need a further 3 to 8 years of training in that specialty. And then in order to become a surgeon or a physician working in a hospital, a research hospital, or you operate on people, that's what we call a consultant in the UK, and that's a further So that's included in the 3 to 8 years. For the specialties, for the specialist doctors, you're looking at 6 years, and then after that you become a consultant. So it's a long journey depending on what you want to do. But in the next slide, I'll show you how rewarding it can be.
На медицине именно в Великобритании у нас на слайде указано. Изначально medical school — это общее образование, идет 5 лет. После этого идет foundation training, который составляет 2 года. Я думаю, это эквивалентно нашей интернатуре, которая также является практикой. За foundation training также могут оплачивать, то есть оплачивать какую-то зарплату, несмотря на то, что вы будете оплачивать и за учебу. То есть вы можете вернуть какую-либо стоимость учебы с помощью данной зарплаты. После этого идет specialty training, это уже эквивалентно нашей резидентуре, где в зависимости от разных специальностей вам нужно будет проходить практику от 3 до 8 лет. Okay?
Thank you. I think we might have to pick up the pace a little bit since I have quite a lot of slides to talk about.
Okay.
So this is what I wanted to show you how rewarding it will be. Obviously, not only in terms of how rewarding you'll feel, because I know a lot of our students are very dedicated and their goal is to help people in your life. But in terms of financial reward, it's very lucrative because if you look at it, for the foundation training, you can earn up to usually up to £35,500, and that's already in the top bracket of any graduate earning. Specialist in training, so you don't have to become a specialist. You're training. You're making up to 50 grand for GP. You're looking at, depending on where you live and how much responsibilities, how many patients, how big your GP's office is. You can earn up to £88,000. That's a lot of money. In a survey that was carried out not long ago, I think the top 3 earning jobs, professions in the UK are doctors, dentists, and bankers. So as you can see, obviously some students decide to go to dentistry. We study the same subjects to go into dentistry, but there's a lot of financial reward when you pursue a career in medicine. And when you get to the top level as a consultant, which means you are a surgeon or you are a physician based in the hospitals, your annual salary, you're looking at around 100,000, so 6-figure annual salary. It's very, very lucrative.
Заработной платы. То есть, несмотря на то, что учиться в Великобритании это не дешево, на медицину тем более, но при этом заработная плата составляет одну из самых высоких по всем вообще специальностям, именно медицина. Даже когда вы будете на программе интернатуры Foundation Training, вы будете получать зарплату эквивалентную, которая указана в презентации, в районе 28-32 тысяч фунтов в год. Дальше уже на резидентуре Specialist in Training вы получаете от 38 до 49 в среднем фунтов в год. И далее, уже становясь практикующим врачом, ваша заработная плата будет расти. То есть, если вы будете уже не только врачом общей практики, но и какие-то особые специальности, то есть как хирургия, кардиология, они очень высокооплачиваемые, соответственно, ваша заработная плата будет расти каждый год.
Okay. So the top earners in the medicine field, we're looking at plastic surgery, trauma, and orthopedic surgery. So it's something to do with your muscles and your bones. Neurosurgery, how do I explain this? It's about your brain. So you're operating on people's brain is obviously very, very delicate. So neurosurgery is another top earner in the field of medicine. And the next one, I have to learn how to say it properly. It's otolaryngology, and it's basically something we call it the ENT, so it's ear, neck, and throat doctor. And the last one is the cardiology. Cardiologists, people who understand heart and operate on hearts. They're one of the top 5 most earned doctors in the field of medicine in the UK.
Самые высокооплачиваемые специальности именно в медицине врачей – это, во-первых, пластический хирург, следующий идет травматологи, нейрохирурги, отоларинголог, это у нас лор, и кардиолог. Это самые профессии, именно связанные с медициной, которые высокооплачиваемы.
Okay. So we talked about how to become a doctor, that you have to go through the long journey of studying the MBBS from the UK university. We also said that how important it is, how difficult it is to get admitted to UK medical school without studying the A-level. As you can see, by studying A-level, and especially studying A-level in the UK, is a much more secure route to the UK medical school. Now, I am going to give you an overview of this Newton A-level program that's based on a university campus, and I just like to show you how this program can support you in your medical school application and admission.
Просто информацию по программе Newton A-Level. Это программа при университете East Anglia, именно которая предназначена, скажем так, для тех студентов, иностранных студентов, которые хотели бы поступить на медицину. Как мы уже поняли, после нашей школы, к сожалению, напрямую не принимает студентов, но данная программа, она является огромным помощником в этом. Участие на этой программе вам покажут, расскажут все, что связано с медициной и как туда поступить. Сейчас наш представитель подробнее расскажет о ней. Okay?
Okay. So, to start with, I'd like to show you some of our success stories. Now, in the year 2019, we had about 55 students graduating, finishing their A2 level, and 97% of the grades they have achieved are A star to C, and 72% of the grades they achieved are A star to A. Now, comparing that to any national average, there's so many schools that teach A-levels in the UK, and only a handful of these schools can boast this kind of grades. Put it in perspective, only a quarter of the students from other schools can achieve A star to C. And not to mention that almost half of our grades are A stars. So 4 A stars are one of the most common set of results from our students. And you already know how important it is to have A's and A stars in your A-level exams when you apply to UK medical schools in other top universities.
Программ A-Level, после которых можно поступить на программу медицины, но именно данная программа Newton A-Level, она показывает, насколько студенты, статистику, да, которые поступают на медицину. Поскольку, несмотря на то, что во многих школах идет хорошая подготовка, не все студенты могут поступить, потому что идет очень жесткий отбор, нужно соответствовать критериям всем, должны быть очень высокие оценки. Соответственно, если мы смотрим на программу A-Level в Ньютоне, по выпускникам 2019 года мы видим, что 97% набрали хорошие оценки, из них 72% набрали высшие оценки. И огромное количество результатов и в дальнейшем непосредственно поможет при поступлении в медицину.
Okay, thank you. Obviously, we have students applying to different degrees in top UK universities. But one of the things that we boast about is the fact that we have proven success for aspiring medical students. In fact, the majority of the students that apply to Newton aspire to become doctors, veterinarian, or dentists. Now, so far, the Newton program has been running for 10 years, and we've had, years after years, 100% or near 100% success. And in 2008, 92% of our students recommended for medical school successfully gained a place to be admitted in the UK medical school. Comparing to what I just said earlier, that for international students to apply to UK medical school without any support, the success rate is 1%, and this is a phenomenal success.
Если смотреть на статистику студентов, которые поступили на медицину после программы A-Level, Newton A-Level, мы видим, что 92% всех, кто собирались поступать в медицину, поступили в 2018 году, что является одним из самых лучших показателей среди программы A-Level, в принципе, в Великобритании. Okay?
Thank you. Just give you some examples of where our students have progressed to study medicine. So UCL, UEA, University of East Anglia. This is the university campus the Newton A-Level program is based on. We also have students pursuing medicine degrees in the world. For example, Ireland, Hong Kong, Australia. In the UK, we also have Bristol, Aberdeen, Leicester, Newcastle. The list goes on. Okay. Shall I keep going?
Can we go back to one slide?
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Среди тех студентов, выпускников, которые поступили в университеты, можно отметить тех, поступивших в самые топовые из них, а именно это UCL, самые топовые школы медицинские факультеты, университет Ист Англии, университет Бристоля, Абердин и многие другие. Okay.
Right. Thank you. So why is it that our students are so successful in terms of gaining a medical school? So obviously, hardworking, producing great results in exams, IELTS results are very important, integral to their success. But it's also extremely important that they get the support that they need in terms of their university medical school application. These highlights what support we provide for our students and why we are the expert in training students to become successful medical students. So first of all, we have rigorous preparation for students to take the UCAT and BMAT admissions tests. They prepare for these tests during their first year of study. We are based on the university campus, which is next door to a university-level research hospital. It's called the Norfolk and Norwich University Hospital. We have strong links with industry. We provide students opportunities to work and do internships in the hospital, which then go on to the work experience that they need to provide when they apply for medical school. We conduct mock medical interviews with our students, so they are prepared when they go through their actual interview.
программа находится при университете East Anglia, в котором также есть исследовательский институт, и помимо специально созданная для этого. Помимо этого вам будут даны вами проходить интервью, которые могут быть при прохождении на медицинскую школу. Также будет проходить курсы по первой медицинской помощи, и будет огромное количество академических выпускников, которые уже...
Okay. Thank you. Let's move on. Like I said, again, you get the current medical school students' opinion and guidance, and we invite those students to come back to share their experience when they apply to the university medical school. We also take our students to visit different universities on their open day, so the students can make a sound decision on which medical schools they would like to apply to. They have career discussions with the senior medical academics at the university, as well as the medics experts that's teaching them on the program, an A-level program. Obviously, we arrange for students to do a lot of extracurricular activities. For example, we encourage students to take part in the CREST project, where you design a project and carry out with your teammates. And we also encourage our students to take part of chemistry or physics Olympiads, where you can compete with other students throughout the nation. We also, for the medical students, they have an extra hour of medical ethics class every week. So that's throughout your whole 2 years. We'll have that extra additional class per week, where you will be talking about how the NHS system works. You'll be talking about very sensitive topics, for example, what your stand on abortion, ethics, what is it like to operate on, very sick or end of death people. So all these things, all these very grim questions you will be going through with your teacher. And we also carry out the mock interview with you during these medical ethics classes. Okay. Would you like to translate, Dina?
Thank you. Как мы уже сказали, во время обучения на программе поступления, также как создать свое резюме, классы будут по медицинской этике и многое другое.
Okay, I think I'll carry on. There is a lag in audio. So, like I said, and this is what you do in your medical ethics classes. We also carry out role play. So you could play the patient, and your teammate would play the doctor or GP. And as you know, that different medical schools have different ways of teaching. In the UK, the most two common method of teaching are lecture-based and practical-based. And your medics ethics lesson will be mainly problem-based, and they will show you the difference between those two types of classes, teaching methods in different UK universities, which will then enable you to make a sound decision on what medical schools you would like to apply to. Okay, moving on. I've lost Dina, so I'm gonna move on. To reinstate because you're based on the university, you will have the opportunity to meet with the current staff and students from the university, which I will be showing you some pictures of the university in a little bit.
Okay, can you hear me now, Stephanie?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I'm not sure if the rest of the, if I don't know if it's just me or everybody. I just lost you.
Okay, sorry. I think I have technical issues with the internet. Как мы уже говорили ранее, вы можете подготовиться непосредственно к процессу поступления на медицину. С вами будут проводить интервью различные, тренировочные, и вы будете общаться непосредственно с студентами и академиками уже, которые учатся на медицине. Okay.
Right. Here I'm just going to, in order to save time, I'm going to just show you quickly some of our successful students. We have Mapat from Thailand. He's now studying medicine at UCL. Bright from Thailand, who has achieved the highest grade in the world in her AS and A2 math exams. And she's now studying medicine in her home country, which our Newton program has supported. Mason from South Korea is now studying medicine in UEA, where he studied Newton program. And Mo from Egypt, he studied with us a few years ago, and he is also now studying at UEA. Haro from Hong Kong, he's doing medicine in the Royal College of Surgeons in Ireland. Again, it's not in the UK. We have some students from Russian-speaking countries as well. Maria studied with us back in 2014 and 15. She is now studying, almost finishing her MBBS in Newcastle University. And we have Nikita, who is now pursuing a degree in dentistry in the University of Manchester. Again, the list goes on. Student from Hong Kong now doing medicine in her home country. So, I don't think you need to specifically translate that, so I'm just going to move on. To talk about how we've seen how rewarding financially it is to pursue a doctor's degree, but I think you're also interested in, knowing how much it would cost to study medicine. At Newton A-level, you're looking at either 5-term or 6-term of studying, 2 years of A-level studying, including tuition and accommodation. You're looking at, on the screen, as you can see, a bit under 60,000 £60,000. And for the 6th term, you're looking at about £70,000. But we do have very generous scholarship for our high-achieving students. You have to go through a process to earn the scholarship, but you can earn up to 40% of your tuition fee if you are an excellent high-achieving student. After the A-levels, you will be doing your medical school training, and that's taking about, like I said, 5 years, and you're looking at, for UEA as an example, you're looking at about £30,000 tuition per year. For now, as the medical degrees are so highly sought after, as you can see, there aren't that many opportunities to earn scholarship at that point. But yeah, you need to speak to the medical school during your interview and during your application to see if there is any opportunities to earn that. But there are various scholarship opportunities at your A-level level. Okay?
Okay. So, так, для того, чтобы пройти обучение, да, мы смотрим по поводу стоимости. Теперь слайд. Стоимость на программе Ньютон в зависимости от того, сколько вы берете семестров, но зачастую это год, в районе 70-71 тысячи фунтов за обучение и проживание. но существуют определенные скидки в зависимости от ваших академических достижений. Данные скидки могут достигать до 40% от стоимости обучения. То есть все рассматривается индивидуально. После того, как вы заканчиваете программу A-Level, вы прогрессируете, допустим, к примеру, если вы идете в University of East Anglia, медицинский факультет в данном университете стоит в пределах 31 тысячи фунтов в год. То есть вы обучаетесь здесь 5 лет и дальше уже идете на практику, интернету. Okay.
Thank you. So just to reinstate some key points for the Newton A-Level program, it's a very unique opportunity to study A-Levels on a university campus. So you're not on a boarding school, you are not restricted, you are treated as a university student even though you're 16, 17, and you have all the resource of the university on your doorstep as well. That means having access to the university level sports center, having access to the university level library, which houses over 1 million books and journals, which is something that a boarding school definitely does not have. We produce outstanding results, as you saw earlier, and we are in one of the safest campus in the city in the UK, which I'll be showing you some pictures in a bit. And again, we have lots of work placement and interview practice with our students aiming for medicine. We're the first intro center, and we'd like to think we're the best intro center.
Okay, thank you. Особенность программы Newton A-Level в первую очередь это то, что это единственная возможность обучаться на данной программе при университете, при кампусе университета. При этом у вас будут возможности пользоваться всеми удобствами, которые есть на кампусе. Помимо этого, это один из самых безопасных кампусов, и Норвич это самый безопасный город, считается, в Великобритании. И после этого у вас есть возможность пройти медицинскую практику и интервью там же при университете.
Thank you. We're going to just sail through the next few slides. They're mainly pictures. I'm not sure if we need to translate, but I just wanted to show our students where you will be living or where you'll be studying. So you'll be studying on this, it's Intro Center, it's an International Student Center. We do provide different courses if you choose to pursue a different degree in a University of East Anglia. But I just wanted to show you the center as well as your accommodation. So all of our students will have their own ensuite bedroom. You have your own bedroom, your bathroom. You don't share with any other students. Are you happy for me to go on?
Yeah, I can keep going.
Thank you. And you do share a kitchen with our other students. You share a kitchen with about 10 to 15 students. But this is a great place for you to socialize with other students and to have some downtime, watch TV, and just hang out with other students. You do have your own food cupboard, so you don't have to keep stuff in your room. We have our own center-based cafe restaurant. So for A-level students, you'll required to do a meal plan, which means you'll be eating 2 meals a day at the Inter restaurant. So you don't have to cook yourself. As you know, that the A-level study is quite rigorous. We don't want you to worry about what to eat every day. We do provide international cuisine, any dietary requirements. If you're vegetarian, gluten-free, halal, etc., we do cater for that. And we have our own resource center, from which you will be able to borrow textbooks and reference books for your study. As well as having these computers that you can study on. But again, like I said, you have the university level library should you wish to explore that. Some pictures are science labs, but you will be studying, receiving a lot of your lessons in these science labs should you if you choose to study obviously biology, chemistry, and physics. We have university level science labs as well. We have different social welfare supports. I know it's very daunting for international students to move all the way to UK away from their parents. So should you have any concern or issue, if you're homesick, or if you how to make friends, we do provide lots of activities to make sure that you take those opportunities to socialize and make friends. So the next one, we're going to show you pictures and facilities of the University of East Anglia, where we are located on. You might find this picture familiar. I'll explain why in a bit. There's a video, I'm not going to play this video just for now. So the university is a research university. Again, they're always thinking about tomorrow. They're doing very innovative researches, especially in science and medicine. So for example, just in the example of medicine research, they're carrying out this research and see if common medicines such as paracetamol, you prescribe them to certain older people, would that cause dementia? So the same medicine will have different effects on different people of the different age groups. So they're constantly contributing a lot of research in terms of engineering, medicine, climate change, international development. So the university is actually ranked very highly within the UK in these fields. And they're also TAF Gold, which means in teaching excellence, we are rated as gold, the best in the UK. Do you want to translate some of this?
Говоря об университете Ист Англии, как мы уже говорили, у вас появятся все возможности, обучаясь на программе Level, у вас появятся все возможности использовать то, что есть при кампусе университета. Соответственно, университет выделяет огромные средства на исследования. Вы можете воспользоваться данными лабораториями, кабинетами, вы будете проживать в комнатах на одного, также при кампусе. Есть огромная библиотека, которую вы также можете использовать, учась не только в университете непосредственно, а до этого на программе A-Level. Okay?
Thank you. So just to show you the scale of research that we carry out for Norwegian Medical School alone, which is the medical department of the university, they have over 300 researchers. They have 60 million pounds of outgoing research carried out, and 83% of all these research that they carry out are rated as a world leading or international excellent. As you can see, the university is contributing excellent research for the world and our society.
Более 300 исследователей являются выпускниками данной медицинской школы. Более 60 миллионов фунтов достигает сумма, которая выделяется на исследования именно в Норвегской школе медицинской, что показывает отличные результаты и дальнейшее трудоустройство. Okay?
Thank you. Here are some pictures of the university facility. This is one of their newest buildings. They call it the science building, where most of the students of biology, biomedicine, engineering will be studying at. It's a building that costs 31 million pounds to build, and they have the world-leading, first-rate facility for students to use. Again, you know, during your time at Newton, obviously students sometimes change their mind and they go to different universities and they have seen different facilities, and that help them in making their decisions what exact degree they would like to pursue at a university. So if you if you decide that you don't think pursuing medicine is an option for you anymore, if you decided to study something like biomedicine or pharmacy or chemistry, etc., we are here to help you. You can use the same subjects to apply to those degrees, but at Newton, your personal tutors and your teachers are here to support and find out the best solution for you.
Окей. Дальше у нас будут фотографии непосредственно университета, где вы можете увидеть все удобства, которые предоставляет университет. Как мы уже сказали, он дает огромные возможности для студентов на программе A-Level. Даже если вы после программы A-Level передумаете поступать, допустим, на медицину, вы можете всегда взять около медицинские специальности, что также имеется в университете Ист Англии, например, биомедицина, связанные с этим науки. Okay.
Perfect. Thank you. like I said, the university has partnership with loads of different science facilities and research facilities. For example, the hospital on the right-hand side, and we have the Food Research Institute, Genome Research Institute, all of them located on the same research park called the Norwich Research Park. It is one of the Europe's biggest research parks in Europe, as I say, just behind Cambridge and Oxford. And these partnerships and industry links opens doors to a lot of our students. So they have the opportunity to experience, to spend a field day at those institutions and make better decisions on what they would like to study, and also opening doors to different career prospects.
Как мы уже сказали, университет выделяет огромное средства на исследования, и именно их исследовательский парк является одним из самых больших в Европе. Если вы в дальнейшем после программы A-Level захотите остаться в Университете East Anglia и обучаться на медицине, все эти возможности будут доступны также и вам.
Okay. So this is the university library that I was talking about. It opens 24/7. It houses 1 million books and journals and different workspace for you to carry out your individual research or your group work. Okay. Moving on. As a university student, you do have access to the University Student Union as well. So we are a campus-based university, so here you can see we have shops, bookshops, a bank, and the medical center as well. So when I talked about your GP, the medical center, they have GPs, they are your GP, so if you're ill, your GPs are right at your doorstep. So it's very, very convenient, especially for international students. The university has a career central, so if you end up studying at the University of East Anglia, the career central help you build up your personal CVs, as well as looking for part-time work for you during your study, and potentially help you network with future employers as well. But you know, obviously for medical students, they don't have to worry too much about landing a job. It's a very sought after industry. Here are some pictures of our sports center. The UEA, the university has one of the biggest indoor sports center in the UK. So we have a climbing wall, we have all sorts of gymnastics or basketball, any sports clubs and facilities you can think of, and we have an Olympic-sized swimming pool as well. So earlier, as I said, you might find this building familiar. So this is the Sainsbury Centre. This is the on-campus museum and art gallery. You won't be able to find such facilities on any other UK university, but this is also featured in the Avengers movie as the Avengers headquarters in New York, and they actually shot that movie, part of the movie, on our campus. This is what it looks like on the right-hand side, is what it looks like in the movie. But you will get access to world-class art in this particular building, this museum, if you're interested in artworks by Francis Bacon, or exhibitions. For example, we had an exhibition earlier last year, I think. They did the Russian Revolution art exhibition. So they have the concessional exhibition as well as the permanent collection by Descartes, Francis Bacon in the Sainsbury Centre, which is very rare for a university to house such a building. We are very green and safe. As you can see, the university has its own lake, and it's an extremely green and beautiful campus where you'll be distraction-free. You'll be getting lots of fresh air and healthy exercise, and in order to focus on your study. And the Norwich city is only 20 minutes from the campus by bus. And the city is rated as one of the best shopping destinations in the UK, and it's a quintessential English city where you'll be going through the cobbled lanes and the open door market, and loads of restaurants and entertainment facilities in the city. But it's not like London. It's not busy. It's not hectic. Where you'll be able to have access to everything you need, but at the same time you can concentrate on your study. So this concludes my presentation. You can find us online if you're interested in exploring the program, especially on the hyperlink, the first hyperlink, interstudy.com/Newton, where you'll learn more about what exact modules and progressions options you will find at Newton. And here are some of our social media handles as well. And this is me. My name is Stephanie, and if you would like to reach out individually for any questions after this presentation, I'm happy to chat with you. But I think now we will open to questions and answers.
Okay. Thank you very much, Stephanie, for the presentation. Okay, so questions. The first one, are there any age requirements for A-levels?
So you need to be over 16 by the time you start your study with us. We don't accept any students under 16, and it's usually 16 is the right age to study A-levels. If you have a study gap, and if you're a slightly more mature, students will consider case by case. But university, and the thing is, obviously, medical schools are quite strict in terms of your education history. So any study gap you have, you will need to, provide good explanation. But yeah, again, we will consider case by case.
Okay, thank you. Поскольку у нас осталось совсем немного времени, мы ответим на несколько вопросов, повторяющихся. Все остальные вопросы вы можете задать нам лично, оставить свои контакты, либо мы свои контакты также в конце презентации покажем. По вопросу о возрасте, с 16 лет можно поступать на программу A-Level. Там все поступление происходит в индивидуальном порядке, поэтому если вы планируете поступление, вы можете написать нам, мы с радостью поможем вам. Okay, so the next question, is it possible to enroll in training programs like a foundation or specialist training if they finish the bachelor, the medical school in Kazakhstan? Is it possible to enroll?
So you mean you've already had your MBBS equivalent in Kazakhstan?
Yes, is it possible to enroll?
I think it's extremely rare, because this is why if your dream is to become a doctor in the UK, normally you will need to study your MBBS in the UK, because the system is quite different. The NHS system is extremely different to the system in Kazakhstan. I think if you're interested in a training program, it's possible you will need to reach out to different medical schools and see what they provide. And the best way is to get on their website or speak to their recruitment people like me. However, it's extremely rare, and you probably would not be able to proceed to practice in the UK. If it's just a training program you'd like to enroll in and then take that experience back with you to Kazakhstan, it is possible.
Okay, thank you. По вопросу о поступлении на резидентуру, интернатуру после того, как вы оканчиваете здесь общую медицину. К сожалению, это происходит очень редко, поскольку у нас отличается система образования с Великобританией. Соответственно, многие, практически все медицинские школы, медицинские университеты не могут принять студентов на интернатуру и резидентуру, если они оканчивали его у нас здесь. Но это все зависит, опять-таки, индивидуально, поэтому нужно смотреть на каждый университет по отдельности. В общем, стандартная ситуация такая, что, к сожалению, нет. После нашей медицины нельзя. Okay. I think our time is over now, but we can keep you in touch, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, if you have any additional questions, please do feel free to email me. And I'm sure that the agent will be able to answer a lot of the questions. I think this presentation is available as recording, and if you do have any, I hope that you enjoyed this presentation. Thank you for having me, and yeah.
Thank you very much, Stephanie.
No worries at all. Thank you for the opportunity.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Дорогие друзья, мы напоминаем, что наша компания помогает непосредственно с процессом поступления. Мы вам подбираем учебное заведение, можем помочь с зачислением и непосредственно проконсультировать по всем вопросам касательно и медицины в том числе. Если у вас остались вопросы, на которых мы не смогли ответить во время презентации, пожалуйста, пишите нам. Сейчас наши контакты. Вы можете заскринить, либо записать наши контакты. Мы с радостью ответим на все вопросы касательно экзаменов, касательно других специальностей, эквивалентных в медицине, на которые можно поступить даже после бакалавриата, допустим, на магистратуру. Расскажем, какие требования для поступления на программу A-Level и поможем вам построить план для успешного поступления на медицину и не только. Пожалуйста, присоединяйтесь к нашим вебинарам, пишите нам. До новых встреч. До свидания.